Hi everyone, it's Laurel here with a video for reverse confetti. I'm going to be doing some stencil die cutting. I couldn't think of what else to call it, but I'm going to be basically taking a die cut and turning it into a stencil, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. This is what I'm going to be making in the video today. It's very easy to make, it's a very simple design, and easy to mass produce. So I'm using this treat tote by Reverse Confetti. I've gone ahead and die cut two of the treat totes out, and then one of the reinforcer bottoms, and then there is a word that comes in that set called treat that I also die cut. They come with these pre-scored lines, which is fabulous. So I'm going ahead and creasing all those in, and I'm using a bone folder there because I want my creases to be nice and crisp. So I've got those two, you die cut that one die twice, and that's what's going to form your little treat bag here. So I'm going to do the second thing with the second die. I love that the die comes with all these pre-scored lines and everything. It makes it very easy to work with. That's just some regular Nina White Solar cardstock, by the way. So now that's some painter's tape. I'm just taping off the bottom just to hold the die in place for the most part. And I'm going to be using this die cut. It's the Stars Confetti Cuts. And I went ahead and die cut that on some regular cardstock, and I'm using it as a stencil. Now I did die cut that with some 120-pound Nina Solar White cardstock because I'm going to really work the mess out of this stencil, so I did want to use some good sturdy cardstock. And I'm just basically moving it around. I've got some 3 different color distress inks going on. I've got picked raspberry, pumice stone, and scattered straw. And I chose these colors because that's the color challenge for Reverse Confetti this month. I love the 3 colors together. Now that doesn't look all that pretty right now, but don't worry, you know, as we start getting the treat box going, everything's going to pull together in place. Now I'm going in with some pumice stone here on the edges here. I didn't sketch anything out or kind of have anything formulated in my mind of what I was going to do. I just knew I was going to use those 3 colors, and I knew I was going to use this die cut, and I knew I was going to use the Stars die cut as a stencil. So you basically are seeing how I work. This is crazy, isn't it? And I'm also going as super fast, not quite as fast, you know, as right now I do have the video on a little fast forward motion, but I'm going super fast because my daughter is napping and she did not go down very easily, so I know I'm on limited time here. So again, I'm going in with the distress inks, that scattered straw. You know, I really want those 3 colors to pop. It's a really fabulous color palette that I never thought to use together before, so I'm loving these color challenges over at Reverse Confetti. So now I'm just going in and again just adding some pumice stone, some scattered straw. I've already gone ahead and put in the pink stars. Who doesn't love pink stars? All by using that die cut. Isn't that cool? I love being able to take die cuts and use them in different ways, and creating a little stencil with them is absolutely perfect. So I'm finishing up. I wanted to add a little bit more color, didn't necessarily want so much white. And this is a total afterthought right here, but I had this little mason jar full of water, and I'm basically flicking some water onto the panels here. Now I can do this because I use distress ink, and distress ink reacts with water. So I'm going to show you up close in just a second, but this adds a really nice touch to the treat bag that we're creating here. So I just flicked a whole bunch of water on here. Now I didn't use watercolor cardstock because again, flicking the water on here was a total afterthought, but it totally worked out, I think. So I'm going to show you close up just how the distress inks react to that water there. You can see those little splotches. Now this is funny. I could have edited some of this out, but I thought you would enjoy my craziness here. I want to color in my treat, so I put some picked raspberry and pumice stone down onto my craft sheet, and I sprayed some water to create a little mixture here, and then I'm moving the word around into my little palette of ink there. Well, I didn't get any pink and I didn't get any gray, so it just wasn't working for me. So then I decided, okay, I really want that gray. I'm going to go in and just do gray. Yeah, that's not really working for me either because it's so light, and I really wanted it to be dark because it's going to be the word that's going on the treat bag. So I'm drying off this little word cutout real quick, and then I'm going to take my ink pad and go straight to the word. I finally got smart enough and said, Laurel, put the gray onto the treat word directly, and then pick up a little bit of pink, and then it will show, because I wanted the gray to really be intense. So I finally figured it out. Isn't that funny? Maybe y'all don't think it's funny, but I do. So now I've set that aside off to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and zap these little panels with my heat gun because we're going to go ahead and assemble the card there. Now you're probably thinking, this really isn't that pretty, but it does pull together nicely. Now I like to use some really strong tape, so this is score tape. It's very similar to that red line tape that is out there in the market, but this is score tape, and I like it because 1, it's very strong, and 2, you can tear it with your fingers. You don't have to get scissors. And I know with the red tape and some other tapes, you have to grab scissors. Well, I'm lazy, so I don't like to do that. So this score tape is fantastic. Now this is how I'm assembling my bag. People do it different ways. My way isn't necessarily the right way, but I'm putting the tape where it needs to be on the bottom, and then I'm going ahead and pulling the two sides together. So I've got the bottom all taped up, and now I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the inside flaps of one of the treats, or one of the sides. Peel up, see why I like this stuff, peel up the score tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere the two sides together, and it forms your little treat bag. Isn't that fun? That score tape is pretty strong, so I'm trying to be real careful not to let it get all stuck together until I've got it where I want it to be. But once you get that stuff stuck together, it's not going anywhere. You do not have to worry about this falling apart. And then that's the little bottom reinforcer there. You can put it on the inside or the outside. I actually did both, so I cut it twice and put it on the inside, and I also put it on the outside down there at the bottom. So now I'm going to use that treats, and then I thought, hey, I've got this die cut that I've inked the mess out of, so I figured I'm going to use that too. Again, this was a total afterthought. I saw it sitting on my desk and figured why not go ahead and use it as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere the treats down. Now this is some multi-matte medium glue. When it dries completely clear. So this is one of those glues that you don't have to worry about if it squishes out the side or the backs of your die cuts, if it's going to show, because it doesn't. It dries completely clear. So I am coating the back of the treat words with all that glue, and I'm going to go ahead and put it onto my treat box. And then I'm pressing in. I actually put an acrylic block over the top off camera because I want to make sure that everything sticks together. And I probably let it sit there for about 2 minutes, and it's good and dry. And it's not going anywhere, and that box is not going anywhere because of that score tape. So now I've taken a wink of Stella pen and clear, because that treat's just got to have some sparkles. See, I hope you can it's hard to catch this stuff on camera, but the sparkles there. So you've got a nice cohesive, because we went ahead and inked up the stars with the die cut stencil on the side, you've got stars going all around the front, the side, and the back of this treat bag. So just add yourself some tissue paper or whatever you want to stuff it with, and you've got yourself a fun, cute treat bag. Isn't that cute? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching. All the supplies are linked below, and be sure to head on over to the Reverse Confetti shop and the Reverse Confetti blog for more information. Have a great day.